ride the lows so that you get the highs. And you stop at nothing.
It's no secret that hockey is one of the most physically demanding sports in the industry. Come with us as we walk in the shoes of seasoned hockey player Cassie and learn how this sport has shaped the course of her life. Hello!
Hey, how you going?
Good, how are you?
Good, thank you.
Okay, so what drew you to hockey?
Well, my first ever game, Mum was playing a semi-final actually for hockey, and I was in her tummy. I remember a Victorian state team trial game that we had to do, and I remember thinking, oh, I'm a bit better than the other kids my age at the moment. Under 11s, yeah, was probably when I made the first Victorian state side. Then when I moved up to Queensland, I made the under 15 state team at 13, and that's where I also got introduced to the Division 1 St Andrews team. I just got contacted by a Queenslander actually. He lives over in Belgium, in Antwerp, and he said, do you want to come over and play for Heracles Hockey Club over there? And it seemed like a pretty good gig.
What would you say was the greatest hurdle in your career?
I was blessed with many injuries. I never understood when I'd have mates who would be, they would go through whole seasons and never get an injury, and you're like, what, how do you do that? Just before going away, tore my ACL, and that shattered me because I was the youngest in the team and was really feeling good.
And how did you persevere?
I worked my way back. That was the first big injury, so worked my way back up after that. You know, that feeling that you get inside, and it's only when you're out there on the field, and it can just be a split second. You can have, you know, the worst game 2 weeks in a row. You can have 2 bad games, but then that third game in the season and you throw a good pass and you just have this electric feeling inside you, and that makes all of the injuries worth it. It makes all of the crappy games worth it. Sport, aside from being healthy and active and setting those lifestyle habits, it also sets you up for being on time, for needing to show up to your training sessions all the time. That can follow on into jobs and whatever else it may be. My family has definitely been a massive support. I always had mum and dad there afterwards to talk it through and to get it off my chest. A little tradition that he would always do would be before the big games, so generally a grand final or a semi-final, any big moments in our career, he would write a letter to us and say, you know, it didn't have to be much, but it would just be, you've gotten this far, congratulations on all of your hard work, whatever it may have been, and you'll always do us proud, but make the most of this moment and enjoy what you're about to do. And so I suppose we went through that journey together.
So your passions shifted as you progressed through your journey.
You know, my priorities had changed. It felt very right. It was the right time to hang up the boots. I'd just fallen in love, and I was pregnant, and I was going to become a mum, and I had other things in life that I wanted to do, and I wanted to enjoy a little bit more freedom.
Cassie, you've accomplished so much over the years, but it has no doubt come at a cost. If you could go back in time, would you change anything?
I would definitely choose to have less injuries. No, I'd do it all again in a heartbeat. I mean, it's, you ride the lows so that you get the highs, and you stop at nothing, and that's what I've done, and that's what I'll continue to teach my kids, and that's what I'll continue to do in life.